Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you all are doing good and well. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my entire nail polish collection. Well, the majority of it. Actually, no, all of it. All of my nail polish is basically right here, excluding my base coats and top coats. Those are right behind me, but we'll turn the camera around once we're done in this area here. So I don't have a nail room. This is all actually in my bedroom, which I really like. Hopefully I can have a nail room one day, but for right now, this is my setup. We have majority of my nail polishes swatched on Swatch sticks here. I have just been swatching my new polishes on Swatch wheels, but I do really want to get back into putting them on Swatch sticks just because I like how they're set up here. You know, I can pick polishes really easily, and you know, I just like seeing the organization of it. So we are gonna go through about everything. I have done a nail polish series where I just, you know, took you guys through every single drawer. I've done one for Essie, for China Glaze, ILMP, KB Shimmer, and Polish for Days. So we're going to be seeing just a bit more. I will link my collection series down in the description box below. But let me know if you guys want me to continue that series, and I can show you like my bee's knees, my wildflower lacquers, my one and onlys, which I also did another video on. But yeah, we're going to start with the swatch sticks on the wall. So I don't have them set up in any specific way. I just put colors together that I thought would go well, and I put the majority of the ones I have on these two right here. These are my blues and my purples, the majority of the colors I have in my collection. But as I'm looking at this, it does look like a lot, but also I'm reminded that not every single polish is swatched. So it is overwhelming, but it's a joyful overwhelming, you know? So we're starting with my blues here. I kind of just have them swatched by finish, I guess. So we have a couple shimmers, a couple flakies. We also have a lot of kind of scattered holographic ones on the end there. But I just love looking at this. It's just so joyful and pretty. We have a bunch of my creams, and then we're just going into some darker ones. Like I've said, I really want to revamp my swatch sticks, but it's going to take some time. So maybe I'll do another video on that as well. But yeah, we're getting into more darker shimmers here, some darker creams as well. And then here we have a bunch of purple flakies. Oh, these colors just sing to my heart. And then some dark blue flakies as well. Kind of going into some lighter glitters. Like here I have Cadillac's Orchid, one of my favorite polishes from them. So yeah, it's definitely looking well organized to me, but as for color coordinated, not so much. But I mean, they're all in the same color family, so I feel like it's close enough for now. So I have 3 on the next one, and we're continuing with some blues. These are basically all my blue creams here. And then I have a lot of glitters on the end there. And here's the majority of my collection, all my purples. In the front we have some shimmers and a lot of purple creams going from light to darkest. What a fall vibe this all is. Spring to fall to winter. I just, isn't this, looking at this just so cathartic? It is for me. I'd really like to find more of these large binder rings, but I've managed to only find one that is this big, which is kind of annoying. I definitely overloaded this. You notice how they're not, whoops, you notice how they're not lying flat against each other. They're kind of like frayed out. To me, that's probably says I have too much in here, but hey, if it all fits, I mean, that is the goal. But it is kind of annoying because having to take them out and organize them gets a bit annoying because they'll just pop off when you unclasp it, and then you have to reorganize it again. So that's not fun. But yeah, if I do find more of these large binder rings, I will definitely be using them. And here's a smaller one. I got some of them off Amazon. I tried to find them at the dollar store, but I couldn't. And then I found that really big one at Walmart. But yeah, these are some shimmers going from darkest to lightest. And I think there's a few, there's like 1 or 2 glitters. That's a glitter in there, like a spring glitter. Very gorgeous. Next, we have some white Crellies and some black and gray glitters on the end there. This is one of my favorite swatch wheels to look at. All the shimmers in here are just chef's kiss, and these are like my winter, like spring kind of polishes I like to wear. And I don't wear too many glitters. I gravitate more towards flakies than glitters. Like I have very minimal glitters in my collection. They really have to speak to me, and a lot of glitters don't. And plus they're a pain to get off, so I just like don't really bother with glitters. I'd rather find, like if I find a glitter that I like, I'd rather find that in a white Crelly that has like shards of glitters and not just like the circle glitters. Another one that is overloaded, we're going from light to dark. These are my favorite, my Dimension Nails Milk Jelly collection. That's one of my favorite collections of all time. And I have all 8 of them. And then we have some white pearlescent shimmers there. And then we have some black polishes, like some black flaky polishes here. Whoops, put that out of frame, but yeah, I really like those as well. And sure you can tell that one is Cuticula's Dragon Glass there. Then I have some kind of pinkish neons here on the second row. And then we have a lot of pink shimmers at the end there, along with a few pink creams as well. I definitely love this one a lot. This one is a nice like summer to fall kind of palette. We have all my yellows here, which are quite a lot actually. And then we have some orangey browns and then just some browns at the end there. Then here we have a lot of pink shimmers. I don't have like too many pink creams, but like I said, not everything is Swatch, so there's probably just some that I'm forgetting about. And then we have a lot of flaky glitters and then some kind of like scattered hollow finishes here at the end, and along with that glitter there. And that's a magnetic from Cleona that I haven't tried yet, but I thought it went pretty well with this. I say definitely this is my third most of color I have in my collection, my greens. This one here is definitely my favorite to look at. We have a lot of glitters here, some gorgeous green like jelly glitters, and then we have flakies going down to some neons, and then some grungy greens here on the ends. Kind of wearing a grungy green on my fingers now. This is Cadillac's Cuddly has a Cactus, and one of my favorite polishes that I've worn this year. I've been wearing it for like 4 days now and I'm obsessed. We have a few we have one really bright kind of neon green there. I believe that's an Orly. No, yeah, it's an Orly. Even though I said it's China Glaze, it's an Orly. And then we have kind of some frosty ones for the winter. This is one of my favorite greens, Super Cooper from Sinful Colors. Yeah, I love this. I love this lineup as well. And this is where all the grunge is at. A lot of grungy greens we have here, and some lighthearted ones here as well. Yeah. Another one of my favorite polishes I worn this year, Dwayne Wayne by West 14th. It's a beautiful, beautiful shimmer. The spread swatch wheel is the one that I definitely have the least of, but there's some really bright, fun greens, and then we're going down to the more vampy ones here on the end. Definitely love looking at this, and it reminds me that I really do have to wear more red polish. Here we have some beautiful, bright, flaky oranges here. I have to move this one over here because it's definitely not where it's supposed to be. And then we're moving into the more warmer ones here and kind of the more summery ones on the end. And the last one is all my beautiful browns, kind of mixed in with some kind of auburn copper looking finishes as well. I have a lot of like dark chocolatey browns that I definitely don't give enough love to. I really need to. And then we have some more beige finish ones, like specialty finish ones here. So this is another one that I just love looking at. Look at that. Now we're taking a look at my nail polish spinning rack. It's a 3-tier rack. I was gonna get the 5, but I thought the 3 was adequate enough for me. It fits over 100 polishes on here. I think there's about 80 here, and I can still fit more. I've just emptied it out as I've used the polishes. My sister gifted this to me last summer, and she refuses to buy me any nail polish because she says I have too much. So this was her way of supporting me. So thanks, sis. We're starting with some Great Lakes lacquers that I have here that I haven't tried yet. All the ones on this rack are, I usually put ones that are untried on here to remind me to wear them. And this is one that I put on my fall rack. It's Great Lakes lacquers. But what is grief if not love persevering? It's a beautiful shimmery magenta, which is a little tiny bit of linear hollow, but not too much. Some more shimmers here. Great Lakes lacquer is my favorite, my absolute favorite for shimmer polishes. I'm going to do a video on each brand that I love to go to for specific finishes. And spoiler alert, Great Lakes lacquer is my favorite go-to for shimmers, for sure. Bottom here, I have some Fair Maidens here that I haven't tried yet. This is actually Fair Maiden's very last contribution to PPU as a brand together. This came out in June's PPU in 2023. It's called You Can Call Me Green Bean. And it's a beautiful lime green flaky. I plan to layer this over black because I think the flakies would just stand out really well. And it's quite sheer to be used as a topper, but I thought that was an interesting fact. This was their last contribution as Fair Maiden has a duo together. On the top here, I have PPUs and HHEs that I haven't tried. I have one from KB Shimmer, 2 from Jen and Berries, 2 from Phoenix, 1 from Emily Damali, and 2 from Garden Path Lacquers. I am a huge fan of Phoenix's Symphony. Oh, look at that gorgeousness. I have not tried this yet, but I really need to. Turning this around, I have 10 Cadillacers that I haven't tried yet. These are the only Cadillacers I haven't tried in my collection yet. I did haul all of these. But yeah, I have 10 here, and I just love how small Cadillacers bottles are because it means that I can fit 10 onto one rack. So if we're going like 10, 20, 30, 40, that's 40 on here. I think depending on how small the polishes are, like I probably couldn't fit 40 of these all onto one because these ones are just bigger. I just went to the salon today and put this on my toes. It's KB Shimmer's Dress to Krill, and it's so vibrant. It took about 3 coats. Oh, this is so pretty for a toe color. And I put it on because October is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so I thought this pink with reddish would be really nice. I have 2 from Cracked Polish here, 1 from Dom, 1 from Polish for Days, 1 from Beau Revs, and 2 magnetics from Clona that I haven't tried yet. And then here are some of my favorite finds in my collection. This is Simple Colors Stone Crystal Shimmers collection that I only don't have 2 of. Still hoping to find this. I actually found this in a marketplace Destash and I couldn't believe it. I thought this collection was long gone, but I managed to find them and I was so happy. The only ones I don't have are the light baby pink one and the light blue one. So I'm hoping that I find them one day because this is one of my favorite collections. And since Simple Colors isn't really releasing any colors because they did file for chapter 11 a while ago, these are pretty prized for me to have. Here I have one from Phoenix that I haven't tried yet, but I'm anticipating about being disappointed in because it's definitely not how the swatch pictures look. There is supposed to be a bit of a gold flip in here, and you can see it's just purple and blue. So maybe things will change when I get it on my nails, but I do see myself destashing this, unfortunately, but we will see. I have another magnetic, Vanessa Molina's Easter egg. Another one I need to get on my nail. We have a Dom polish here, Hello Witchy, which I put on my transitional rack, but I haven't got around yet. A D-Stash from Glisten and Glow. One I picked up from KB Shimmer. I love this one. It's called Flash Forward. It's a reflective, and I have grown to love reflective so much. So I feel like this is a great winter polish. One from Atomic Polish called Terraforming Mars 2.0. This one came out in August 2024 at Hella Handmade Creation Shop, and it's so beautiful. A one and only from Deborah Lippmann that I haven't had a chance to try on my nails yet. Here I have my PPU Rewind order. We have the BCB lacquers, Jen and Berries, Atomic Polish, Royal Elise, Cuticulas, Bee's Knees, and one that I got not this year, but I want to say last rewind. It's Sassy Sauces. That's what C said 2.0. And it's kind of like a grungy orange with a strong blue shimmer. On the bottom rack here, I have all my Mooncats that I have left to try. There's only about 9 here, so I'm almost done trying all my Mooncats in my collection. I have Supervillain here, which is one of my #1 pick. This one is just a rainbow in a bottle, and it is special to me because Mooncat doesn't make this shade anymore. They've discontinued a bunch of their shades this year, and this was one of them, surprisingly. Here I have the only one before they rebranded to Mooncat Live Love Polish. This is called Jam Session, but now it is called Dragon Scales. It's the same as Supervillain, but just in a magenta base with some green shimmer and then some really strong hollow glitter in there. Here I just have some more PPUs. This is one from Night Owl Lacquer. It's called Following Always. I have tried this on my nails, but I didn't love it, but I do want to give it a second chance because it is a reflective and I think it's going to look really pretty. One from Cracked Polish called Clotted. I was going to put this on my Halloween rack, but I kept switching out polishes for my Halloween rack. And this is more, I think, of a November wear to me. It's a beautiful brown shimmer with a bit of red undertones as well. I have one from Cuticula, my one and only from Lemming Lacquer called All I Really Want, which has only gone on my toes, but it has a pretty good fill line. I can't believe I haven't even tried this yet. Wildflower Lacquer is perhaps a Christmas gorgeous because I don't try on reds, but this one has been so coveted. I need to get my act together. We have a Bee's Knees Lacquer and Cameo Colors. This is my one and only Cameo Colors in my collection, I believe, that I haven't tried yet. And BKL's the Earl King, or Erkling, I'm not sure how you say that. The bottom here we have some Polish for Days that I've been meaning to try. This one is called Games of Flora. This came out in PP of 2023. I actually completely forgot that I even bought this. But I put it on my rack here to remind me I need to try it. We have 2 from the same Halloween collection called Haunted Glow 2023. This is Wherever You Dwell, and it's a gold with kind of like a violet undertone shimmer. And here we have Room for 1,000, which I think is kind of similar to Games of Flora, but you can see they have different hues in there. At least that's what I tell myself. And then 2 that I haven't tried from last year's Halloween collection, Something Wicked. Mean Ghouls, a perfect magenta, kind of purple-based, flaky, and then we have Grave Consequences here. And then on the bottom here, you guys have seen, if you haven't watched my fall rack, I feature all of these polishes except for that one. That one is on my Halloween rack, the H&M, but yeah, I do plan to try all of these for the fall season. Probably these ones more in November. I was thinking of wearing this magnetic for Halloween, but we will see. It is a beautiful one from Painted Pretty Polish called Pancakes or Flapjacks. And this one I'm thinking of wearing again for a pink for, again, Breast Cancer Awareness Month for a Mainstream Monday in October. Now coming over to this little rack beside the spinning rack, we have a bunch of magnetics from Starly. This is the majority of their planets collection. The only one I don't have is Jupiter and Mars, but I do have the rest. This is a pink hot pink holographic called Gamma Rays. Oh, I meant to pull this out in summer, but I didn't have a chance to wear it. But you know, I could still wear it this month because it is kind of dark enough. So I don't know, I feel like it's kind of gotten a bit darker. It used to be a bit brighter, but it is really pretty. Here we just have a black jelly called Immortal Jelly. They came out with the whole dark jellies line and I picked the black one. And then here we have Pluto. This one is Earth, which doesn't have the strongest magnetic flip, but I really still do like how dark and vampy it is for winter. We have Uranus, which is another perfect one for winter. And Venus, a gorgeous orange magnetic. 2 Nailed It's back here, gorgeous flaky bombs. I have 3 nail dits in my collection, and this is 2 of them. One from Atomic Polish, which is called Just One More Chapter. I love Atomic's labels. Like, there's something about this label that I really like. It's just pretty to me to look at. 2 flaky bombs from Fancy Gloss. I've only got this one on my nails. Sorry, it's a bit dusty. And then I have Majesty, a gorgeous purple flaky. 2 magnetics from Bee's Knees Lacquer. I try to put all my magnetics up here to remind me to try them, but a lot of them are in my drawer too. A lot of them come from IOMP and they're all in the drawers. But yeah, this one's called Skyfire. It is a really gorgeous magnetic, and this one I didn't even know was a magnetic until I saw it in another YouTuber's video, and I was like, what? So this one's called I Will Cherish These Specks of Time, and it does say it's a magnetic, but it's in really, really small writing, so I didn't even notice it. But it's another perfect one for the winter. Very pretty. I have 4 hollow tacos here. This is called Existential Crisis. I got in a Destash. Play Rosé, Mint Money, and Favorite Sister. So I don't have a lot from Hollow Taco. I'm a bit bitter buying from her because I'm Canadian and I wish... No, I get what Christine did. Like, her US market is bigger, so it only makes sense. But I'm still bitter about it, okay? I'm still bitter. But I have these 4 that I haven't had a chance to get on my nails yet. And I do have a few of her unicorn toppers. I'd like to get all her unicorn toppers eventually. But I'm just looking for D-stashes for Hollow Tacos at the moment. 3 from Zombie Claws at Halloween Advent Calendar 2 years ago now. I only kept 3 out of... the whole entire advent calendar. It wasn't my favorite advent calendar, my one and only one that I got, and now I just kind of don't see myself purchasing advent calendars anymore because I was really disappointed with this one. But I did keep 3, and this is called Countess, and then Apocalypse, which is kind of similar to the Fair Maiden that I showed you, and then Double Feature. I thought Double Feature was pretty interesting. It's kind of like a grungy purple base with a bit of blue shimmer and some scattered hollow in there. And then this one is interesting because it does have pink flakies submerged in that base with the green flakies. And this one is kind of a black to brown multi-chrome. I have one from Rogue Lacquer here. This is called Holly Jolly. I plan to put it on my holiday rack this year. And just some lip glosses I keep up here. One from Jen & Berry's called Resistance It's Futile. Haven't had a chance to get this on my nails yet, but it is really pretty. It's a great multi-chrome. One from Sassy Sauce Lacquer. This is definitely going to be a November wear. 3 from Sassy Sauce here. This is called Barb, a neon pink. Glampire, we all know and love this one. I've already worn it. I'm keeping it up here to remind myself to wear it again. And this is one I put on my transition rack that I have worn before, but I wasn't too sure if I liked it, so I want to give it another chance. It's called Wet Spot. 2 from Koki Cosmetics. This is called Euphoria, and this one is called Splendor. Splendor is a really gorgeous orange. See how bright the shimmer is in there? It's kind of like a golden shimmer. And Euphoria, I really don't know what possessed me to buy this one because I'm looking at it now and I'm like, I don't know. But I'll have to try it, of course. But these are only 2 I have from Koki. Some 2 that were gifted to me by somebody. This is called Pearl Illusion, which is a really interesting kind of bronzy pearl color. And then I have Beige Distinction, which is a nice kind of pinkish blush color. I love these 2. But I don't like how long the handles are because these won't fit in my Helmer drawers. Madness. So here, going down to my Helmer drawers now, this Helmer drawer, the first one, is all mainstreams. I keep this magnet up here. I got it from New Orleans and it is so heavy. I kind of just have to keep it there because it'll literally just, oh, okay, never mind. It's not, of course it's not doing it now, but it does kind of fall down sometimes. But that's one of my favorite magnets on here. I went to New Orleans 2 years ago, and that is an amazing city. But yes, I have 3 drawers of China Glaze. Each of them, well, the top 2 are full. And the third one here, I just have some color clubs here at the back. They're all kind of like neon-y summer colors, actually. Like I have 3 kind of similar looking blues, but they're not all the same, as you can see. And then I have my favorite one ever called Anything But Basic. It is a pastel neon. It's so, so pretty. This is like a universal color look on anybody. Then I have one here called Cherry Icy. Oh, look at this. I love Color Club's neon. Some of them are so phenomenal. And then the rest is just China Glaze here at the front. Some more magnets. One when I went to LA. A lot of them are from my sister. My sister has seen basically every country under the sun now. She just came back from Europe. She better have got me something. And this is when she got me a magnet when she went to Guadalupe. So I thought that was really pretty. This one is for Sweet and Sour Lacquer. Crucible Designs, which is no longer a Canadian brand. Wishing her the best. Cupcake Polish, Jen and Berries, ILMP, magnet for my zodiac sign. Another magnet here that says, remember to take time for you. Take a walk, drink some water, take a few slow, deep breaths, create something beautiful. Most importantly, remember you are loved. I got that from @goodapparel.ca, which is a Canadian brand, and they just focus on good vibes and mental health. I really like that. I also have a magnet down here from Rogue Lacquer, and then one that I can't move because this is before I found out about magnet paper. So that is a little like multicolored alien one. I really like that one. And here's all my Essies. We have one full drawer of these bad boys. Look at that. And then we have one that is kind of halfway filled. Show it there. And then we have the rest of my Orleys there. And then a few of my H&Ms, which is, I kind of want to grow my H&Ms because I really like their creams. Essie and H&M are my go-to for creams, especially H&M, because if I wanted, they're perfect travel size polishes, so I really do like H&M. And I don't buy too much from Orly because of all the kerfuffle that's gone on with them, but I do love the ones that I have. Here I just have a cute little like kind of teddy bear looking magnet, and then I have one from Wildflower Lacquer, one from a friend from Switzerland. They went to Switzerland and they got me that. So cute. There's another one from a coffee shop. It's cute and I like how it's holographic. And then we have my OPIs, my Zoyas, my Revlons, my Sally Hansen's, which I don't have a lot of, so they all just fit in here. I have a few from Simple Colors. This one's called Prosecco. It's a really beautiful beige with some golden shimmer in there. And I have a few from LA Colors as well. This one is called Mint and it is a green jelly. We have the coveted Pacific Blue, which my friend Amber destashed me. She's a godsend. I cannot believe she destashed this. She's a brave woman. But I'm glad I have the original because when this was so hyped up, I wasn't collecting nail polish at the time, and then when it changed, it was too late for me to get the original, but now the original is in my grasp. Another one of my favorites from their extreme wear, this is called Jazzy Jade. It is a beautiful jade green with a matching shimmer in there. Yeah, and then the rest are just my OPIs and my Zoyas. I don't have a lot of Zoyas. I do have 3 that I specifically love from Zoya. 2 of them are jellies, Catherine and Frida. These take a lot of coats, but they're well worth it. And then one of my favorite kind of grayish purple creams, this is called Vesper. This looks outstanding on the nails. One of my favorites from OPI, this is called It's a Piazza Cake. OPI comes out with some good creams too, but one of the reasons I don't buy too much OPIs is because their lids are so freaking hard to open. And it frustrates me, so I don't buy a lot. And plus, just, you know, I don't know, I've never really gravitated towards OPI. I'm an SE girl. My second drawer here is just dedicated to indies. And the first one we have here, these are some Sweet and Sour Lacquers. And then I have some Starlies that I've tried. The fancy glasses that I got in PR. And some more, oh, this is the one I'm wearing right now, Cuddly as a Cactus. I love it. It's one of my favorites from them. Then I have a few more from Fair Maiden. This is Mind Freak, and this one is called Poppy. It's a beautiful color. Some from Painted Pretty Polish, which is a Canadian brand. I love especially this one. It's called Fairy Kisses. It's like an amped up version of Polish for Days, Goblins and Ghoulies. A neon from Linby Designs that I've used quite a lot. This is a great pedicure color, and it's also a great nail color as well, but it really looks fantastic on either way that you wear it. It's so beautiful. This is called Ready or Not. A few that I got in PR from Waboo's Cosmetics. I love the gold reflective in that one. And this one is the Ultimate Birthday Crowley. This one came out in the celebrations theme for PPU in April of this year. Another beautiful blue from Lynn B Designs. This is called The Most Superior. Next, we have all the ones that are my square bottles. So we have a lot. This is before Waboo's Cosmetics rebranded. It was called Leisha's Lacquer, and I got a lot of them from her in PR. This one is it wasn't thermal, but it dyed, but I do love the state that it dyed in. It has a lot of iridescent flakies along with some black matte glitters. It's beautiful, and this one is called Dear Woman. One of my favorites from Rolaka ever. This is called 1985. One of my favorite polishes that I wore last year, and just one of my favorites in my collection in general. We have Poison Apple here. And then we have a few from 90 Lacquer. I don't have a lot, but these are the two that I haven't tried, so they stay right at the front. This one has a lot of ugly bottle syndrome. It's called Singer Auto Salvage, but that one is just known to have ugly bottle syndrome. And then Armos as well. A few from Cupcake Polish. Her polishes do separate quite a bit, but you know, you just gotta mix it. I'm thinking about getting like a nail polish shaker, but I'm not sure yet. But this is one of my favorites from her, Lilac Skies. This is great, has a topper as well. Okay, so who out there remembers Julie G? I used to watch her channel all the time. She never uploads videos anymore. I think she's pretty done with YouTube. But she did come out with a nail polish line, and it was first sold at Jessie Girl Cosmetics. And that's where I bought some of them, and one of my favorites is called Dance in the Dark. It's a beautiful indigo shimmer, and this one is a great green. It's called Jalapeno, and hollow is spelled like H-O-L-L, holla. And I love the shade of this green. It's beautiful, and it has a really nice formula too. So I have about, I want to say about 7 or 8 from her, but these two are my favorites. As well as Passion. It's a metallic-y purple. Very pretty. And then we have some from Saki Cosmetics. Those are all my Cadillacers there. One of my favorites, Poltergeist. Great Halloween shade. And then we have some from Cirque here on the end. I only have about 10 from Cirque. I've destashed a few of them, but this one's really nice. It's called Black Magic. One of my ugly pretty picks called Mosaic. And then just all the ones that I haven't worn yet are just at the front here, but those are all my square bottles. Here we just have a whole entire drawer full of ILMP almost. I have 92 and I've only tried not a lot of them. I have like 62 left to try, but ILMP is one of my favorite brands. I have so much faith in them. That's why I have so much, and they're pretty easy to destash. This one is one I mentioned in my last video, Blue Lagoon. It's such an underrated mermaid shade. Can't say enough good things about this one. Next, we have my entire KB Shimmer collection that has its own drawer. It is almost full. We just have a bit back there. But like I said, pull it together. One of my favorite reflectives. And then we have also, let me try and find it. Spell Check. Look at that. I love this. Looks like opals on your nails, especially when it's matte. And then the ones I haven't tried are just all in the front here. One is called How Noble. It's not the same as Spell Check. It does have some brighter and larger green flakies in there. One of my favorites for a toe color, this is called Flip Out. Go Big or Go Gourd Home, which is very similar to Tectonic Shifts. I wanted to show that because Tectonic Shift from Mooncat, I wanted to show that in case you guys are looking for a dupe. And it looks like just like Tectonic Shift when it's matte as well. That little empty spot is where the new KB Shimmer is going to go that I haven't tried because I haven't showed you guys in my May haul yet, but that's coming up. This drawer here, we have toppers and thermals. I love alliteration, so I decided to put those two together. I just put my thermals, they're all in the front here, back in this drawer because I usually keep them in another room because it gets too hot in this room. But yeah, those are all my thermals at the front. And then we have all my toppers here at the back. Some of my favorite ones are the Precious Metals collection by Sweet and Sour Lacquer. I got these in PR. One and only from Palette Polish. This is called Cookies and Cream. I really like the concept of Palette Polish. All their polishes are named after foods. And yeah, this is a play on Cookies and Cream. One from Loud Lacquer that I love. This is called Steffi. It's so fitting with how dainty and cute it is. And then two of my favorites from Crucible Design. This is called Rorschach, and this one is called Pop the Champagne Topper, which is a really interesting topper because it's not just white, it also has some gold glitters in there, so it makes for a nice holiday topper. And this one makes for a great just Halloween topper. Majority of my thermals come from Fancy Gloss, and I have a few from MJ Lacquer. Love both of these. This is called Blueberry Cheesecake, and this one is called Be Forgiving by MJ Lacquer. One of my all-time favorite thermals from KB Shimmer. This is called Barely Awake. Oh, this just looks like regal luxury on your nails. It is a gorgeous thermal. Also, one of my favorite thermals from Fancy Gloss. This is called Strawberry Basil, and it goes from a pink to a grungy green with some green and blue and yellow shifting electric flakies. And then in this drawer, we have all my one and onlys, which I just revamped. I put like all the like small square bottles here. Like two are from Alchemy Lacquers. This is Oddities and Monster Mash. And then two of my rectangular ones, the Witch Cult and the Baby Girl Lacquer. And then two of my smaller ones from Picture Polish, which I don't hear too much about, but this is one of my favorite greens from them called Ahoy. My first PPU polish ever. This is Glistening Glows Pink in the City. This is based all off on celebrity gowns that were worn on the red carpet. And by the name, this was a one that Sarah Jessica Parker wore. I love this polish. Definitely one of my favorite. And like I said, my first purchase from Polish Pickup in November of 2020. We have two from Ethereal, my only ones I have in my collection, See You Space Cowboy and the infamous Coffee Cloud. And then I have some little Japanese ones that a friend did get for me. This is a glitter topper. It's really good for the winter. But I do have a video on my one and only, so I'm going to link that in the cards as well. And dun 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 dun, we made it to the last. And my favorite color of the Helmer's yellow. Just look how bright and sunny this is. I love this one. This magnet is when I went to Mexico this year. I went to Chichen Itza, Mexico with my friend, and I got this magnet here. It's really pretty. It has gold, and this would be a great nail polish, hey? It has gold, black, and it's a dark navy blue. You can see on the bottom there it says Chichen Itza, Mexico. Another one from Wildflower Lacquer. I cut this out from one of the Starly boxes. It says go out and paint the stars. Love that. I think that's cute. Another favorite magnet. This is Dawn Polish, little dinosaur holding the Dawn Polish nail polish bottle. Pumpkin pie, because I love pie. I like it more than cake. And these are two, oh my gosh, I love this magnet from Cracked Polish. It's just a bunny saying, follow me down the indie polish hole. Who can relate? A gorgeous holographic one of the Amethyst Dart Frog, holding a dart, so sassy. Polish for Days down here, and this is my Polish for Days drawer. So this drawer has, what does it have? It has Wildflower Lacquer, and then it has some MJ Lacquer. It's a beautiful yellow. And with some solar polishes as well from MJ Lacquer that I got in PR. Thanks, Janet. And I have also, what else do I have in here? I think that's it. And then I have, yeah, I have just MJ Lacquer and Wildflower Lacquer in here. It is almost full, and I just love having the felt liner. It doesn't match, but it's still yellow, so it was close enough. Here we have all my bee's knees at the front here. Majority of them are untried. Let's not talk about it. And then this is my favorite, the Crone from them. Oh, love this polish. We have Active Wrath, which is similar to Polish Days Angel Wings, but this one has a lot more orange in it. We have my Dawn polishes in here. I want to shamefully haven't tried it. This is called Whimsical Dream. I'm obsessed with this one. And it's pretty close to one that came out by Mooncat this year called The Living Doll. I love duping my Mooncat polishes because I ain't buying nothing from them. We have 3 of the most creative polishes from Dawn Polish, I think. This is her Boba Tea collection. Oh, I actually have 4. And this one is called Tie and Stop Me, Matcha Made in Heaven, Love Boba Very Much, and Bibbidi Boba Tea Boo. The blue and pink ones are definitely my favorite. Here we got a lot going on in this drawer. We have cracked polish, and when she first came out, she did have the lids with the crack label on them. How cute is that? This is my favorite from the brand. It's called PB and Blue Jay. Love that name. It's kind of like a slate blue with a matching shimmer. Amethyst Dart Frog to match the sticker that was there. This is another discontinued one, but it's gorgeous. We have some cuticulas. One of my favorites is this one called Playing Games, based off the colored Game Boys from the 90s. Of course, we have Dead House, and we have Dragon Glass as well. These are 3 from Tonic that I have. This is not a brand that is in business anymore, but they also have that label kind of similar to Atomic Polish's label. I love labels like that. They kind of remind me of like old school newspapers. We have 2 of my favorites here from Vanessa Molina. This one's called True History, and this one is the beautiful Silenzio Bruno. Has a pretty good fill line. We have some Great Lakes Lacquer. This is one of my favorites here, Fishy Fishy. Does it even need words? Look at this. Another one of my favorites, Nothing Gold Can Stay. It's a beautiful yellow with a strong bluish, no, it's greenish, but it has slight blue in there, but it's mostly green shimmer. Two from Polish here at the front. This is called Whole New World and Tiny Ginger Snaps. Absolutely love this one. And then back here we have some of my Ben and Jerry's, Jen and Berries. And then we have 3 from Cleona Cosmetics back there. I was thinking about purchasing Cleona Cosmetics, but because of the strike, we're using a different shipping method, and the shipping is $30 for 6 polishes. Yeah, I'm out. And then behind the Jen and Berries, we have some Moonshine Manis that a friend gifted me. We have 3 from Dreamland Lacquer, all PPU purchases, but this one I did get in a Destash. It's called Spirit of Samain, Shake a Shamrock, of course, and Sea Winkle. The only one I've tried from Phoenix Polish, this is called Boy Toy, based off the Barbie movie. Moving down now, we have all my polish for days. Not quite a full drawer yet, but it's getting there. And as with my KB shimmers, all the untrieds are at the front here, and the ones that I've tried are at the back. You can see Angel Wings, see how much more pink is in it than the BKL. One of my favorites called Under the Sea. This doesn't have strong staying power, but it is a beautiful flaky balm. Another favorite that I tried, Ikaika. You'll see this in my monthly manicures. Shadow on the Moon. It looks like this flashlight is just shining on here. This one is thebomb.com. Some similar shimmers that I'm thinking of destashing, but we'll see. To be continued. And my all-time favorite polish for days, this is called Kelpie. I have a backup of it, but I'm planning on destashing it, but this is the backup. But yeah, that is one of my favorites from this brand. Also, Acacia, I think that's how you say it, I'm not too sure, but beautiful polish, has a significant fill line. A lot of my friends have used this too. And then I have For the Love of Polish magnet down there, as well as just another Polish for Days magnet with the 3 polish bottles with the little hearts on them. Then I have another magnet here. I got this one from the Vancouver Aquarium. It's actually leaking and it smells super toxic, so I try not to move it too much, but I had to show you guys. Another magnet, I believe this comes from KB Shimmer, or it's just one that I got in PPU from some brand. I forget what this magnet is supposed to do, but I tried it and I didn't like it, so I'm gonna see how I can manipulate this one so I can like it. Here we have all my Mooncats, the ones that I have tried. 3 that are my favorites are all flaky bombs. This is called Maelstrom, Hermit Crab, the ultimate coral flaky, and pomegranate seeds. Two of my other favorites are Smokescreen and Bread and Butterflies, two gorgeous magnetics. And then we have some square bottles here. This is the whole entire Dimension Nails Milk collection, which I wore all of in April. I'm gonna miss this brand, but I'm happy that, you know, one of my favorite collections is from her. And this is my favorite in the collection. It's called Strawberry Soy Milk. Makes for a beautiful French manicure with a twist. And also just the white jelly vanilla almond milk is also my favorite. But the pink one, I do love more. But you know what, this drawer is basically empty, so you know, I am gonna try and fill it. And then we made it to the last drawer, you guys. So these are polishes that I want to destash. This comes from Pampered Polishes. It did not used to be this ugly. I actually think it's gotten darker. Ugh. So I feel like someone will really like this, but I don't appreciate it anymore, unfortunately. One from China Glaze, Sleeping with the Stars. This is what I wanted Turn on the Northern Lights to be from OPI, but it didn't perform that way at all. One from Cuticula. This is called Flames of a Phoenix. I found this pretty boring on my nails, so I'm going to destash it. One from Cracked Polish called Velvet Seat Cushion. Not my favorite, so I'm going to destash it as well. This is the Thermal from Cadillacquer that still transitions. It's called Sea of Memories. It was a bit boring, so I don't see myself wearing it. One from Fancy Gloss called Hydrangea. I got a Cadillacquer that is similar to this, and the flakies are bigger and the base is brighter, so I'm okay with destashing this one. Another one from Cuticula called Sponge Sugar Sorbet. I don't even know why I bought this, so I'm I'm destashing it. And then Spring It On from Sweet and Sour Lacquer. It is a lilac shimmer. Kind of boring, so I'm getting rid of it. Then this is called Gemini from Lynn B Designs. I did wear this and I found it pretty boring, so I don't see myself wearing it again, so in the destash pile it goes. And then just back here I have all the swatch wheels that I have been swatching all the polishes on to show you guys from my hauls. So this is how many polishes I don't have up on my swatch sticks, so it's quite a bit. Okay, majority of these are on my swatch sticks, but these are just like comparisons that I made and for some past videos that I made as well, but there is quite a bit. I don't really like these smaller ones anymore. I mostly gravitate to the ones that are big and clear because you can just see the colors so much better. But yeah, other than that, this drawer is pretty empty, and I do keep my microphone for my videos in here and my little button that I use to turn on the camera. So yeah, that is my yellow Helmer drawer. And then I'll show you guys over here. These are all my base and my top coats. KB Shimmers Stay Put Hydrating Base Coat. I like this one. This is my second bottle now, so I definitely don't dislike it. We have Colores de Curls Liquid Magic Vitamin Base Coat with B12. I've used half of this, and I feel like for me, it's more of a ridge filler base coat. Orly's Bonder Base rubberized base coat that I haven't used too much of. This one I'm disappointed by. It was called Plum Taupe, but it's now turned into like this beige base coat, but I'm still going to use it. But I'm disappointed that the color changed, so just to be aware of that. If you do get the Plum Taupe one, it does change color. KB Shimmers Feeling Groovy Ridge Base Filling Coat. OPI's Infinite Shine base coat. Essence base coat. This one's pretty good. It does make my nail polish last longer, I've noticed, and it's quite well priced. Orly's Nailtrition. I haven't used this too much, just a little bit. And then two of my peel off base coats, Hollow Taco and the Black Dahlia one. I'm not sure what happened to the Black Dahlia brand, but I do like their peel off base coat better than the Hollow Taco one. It definitely lasts longer. And then we have some top coats here. Polish for Days, one of my favorites, and Mooncats. Mooncats isn't bad, but it does get stringy after a while. We have Dimension Nails Quickie Top Coat. One from Jen & Berries. I do like this one, but it isn't my go-to. And then Starly's Antimatter All-Purpose Gloss. This is a base coat and a top coat that has changed color. Dang it. But I'm probably just going to use it as a base coat now, because if I put it as top coat, it'll probably change the color of whatever polish I put it over. This is Glistening Glow's Glitter Grabber, which I don't hate. It's not too bad. KB Shimmer's own matte topper. This one I don't even know why I'm even keeping because it's kind of gross. I'm actually going to throw it out after this video. This is China Glaze's Matte Magic top coat, which has definitely changed color. Ew. And this one is a beautiful top coat from Ciate. It's a gel top coat, so it makes your manicure look super shiny. And I do have quite a bit of it left. I'm scared to use it because I don't want to run out. But yeah, this one's really nice. And then I have Cheche Vite's top coat, which I don't use too much, and Glistening Glows, which I don't like or use at all. I've used quite a bit of it. See, I did give this one a chance, you guys, but yeah, it just, nah. And then Girly Bits, I use this one to just put a top coat over all my swatch wheels. I don't really like it too much. And then the KB Shimmer one I do love. I have used quite a bit. And that is just a refill on it. Two that I got at a nail salon. This is just a basic top coat and base coat. I take these when I travel. ILMP's top coat, not bad, and then their base coat as well. I haven't used too much of it. My horseshoe magnet here as well. It's so heavy. And then some cuticle oils from KB Shimmer. I just keep the empty ones and use just basic cuticle oil because it mixes in with the oils that are already in there. And it's kind of like a nice second round of it. Another cuticle top coat from Lemony Macaroon. This is called Rose Kiss. It has a light scent, but it's quite nice. And then two from Cuticle Buddy. These are okay. They aren't my favorite cuticle oils. The KB Shimmer ones are. And the Lemony Macaroon, but yeah, this one isn't bad. This one is a lemongrass one, which I absolutely love. And this one I had used all of, so I'm just going to refill it. But I actually do like the container, so I'm going to keep both of them. And this is just where I do my nails. I kind of just sit on the floor and like do them. Like I said, I hope to have like a polish room one day. And then here are just the polishes that I keep them beside to just remind me to wear them. This is my entire Halloween rack, along with my fall rack and a Halloween topper by Fancy Gloss that I plan to wear with this China Glaze here. Then we have some backups here. This is 2 from Essie, 3 from China Glaze, my one and only one backup for Sinful Colors for Super Cooper, and then my backup of Polish Days Kelpie, and another backup I got from Cuticula, Dreams Take Flight. I got this one in a Destash and then the one she revamped, so I have 2 of these. Just some nail glue there. And then 3 from Cuticula, and then 2 from Polish, and 1 from Stella Chroma. And then I also have this cuticle oil that's just from Sally's. That's lost its scent, but I still use it. And then here I just have some rings that I like to wear. I keep a magnet here to show you guys during my hauls if I purchase magnetics. This is just a little container for my cotton balls. And then I have this little Danny Vienna starfish bag that I use to, like, if I'm gonna do my friend's nails or something, it has about 8 pouches and I can put nail polish in each of them. And then I put my little pump in the middle, and then you just use these 2 strings to pull it, and it just bunches together and it's really cute. And then I also have my last bit of remover from Zoya. I do have a bit more, but I can't get this anymore because, you know, purchasing from Zoya internationally is crazy expensive. So I'm just going to use regular acetone and use some acetone additives. But that's my last little bit that I have of the Zoya remover, which I really love. And then just in this little glass thing here, I have all my glass nail files, some droppers for the KB Shimmer drops, which are right there, along with the Polish for Days crystalline top coat, and just some wooden sticks, some brushes from KB Shimmer, and a cuticle pusher, of course, a metal one. I have some tweezers there, a glass cuticle pusher, and just some regular nail files as well, and like a buffer that's down here at the bottom. But yeah, I love having this just to the side. It's quite nice. This unfortunately broke. I should throw it out. Yeah, I'm gonna throw it out. But yeah, I do love this little glass thing. It's really nice just to have at the side here. It's pretty convenient. All right, guys, that was it for this video. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. I know this was a long one, so if you made it to the end, you are the real MVP. But even if you didn't, I appreciate you tuning in as always and just taking your time to check out these videos. It really means a lot to me. So let me know what you think in the comments below, or just let me know also type of content you guys would like to see. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Take care.